for sharing that insight. Now we move on to Russia. We have a breaking news coming in from Russia. In Russia, Krasnodar Governor Veniamin Kondratyev says that Russia's Taman Port has been reportedly damaged in a drone strike launched by Ukraine. The attack ignited a fire, though further details on the extent of this damage has not been provided. This strike adds to the ongoing tensions and escalating military exchanges between Russia and Ukraine. The situation is still developing, with authorities working to assess the full impact of this attack. Now we move on to Siberia. Thousands of protesters, including students, took to the streets of Valyevo, demanding early elections and justice for those responsible for police brutality during protests last year. The protest was fueled by widespread frustration over the government's handling of corruption and the violent crackdown on demonstrations. Protesters marched through the city waving national flags and chanting "Vucic thief," holding the government accountable for its actions. The European Union has criticized the use of excessive police force and urged Serbia to improve its rule of law. President Aleksandar Vucic, nearing the end of his second term, has promised to call snap elections. Let's listen into what some of the protesters have shared.
Ovo je država bez institucija. Od koga očekujete da nešto radi? Ko? Nema. Imamo čovjeka koji je zarobio sve institucije. U ovoj državi ništa ne funkcionira. Ja sam već čovjek koji je pred penzijom. Izašao zbog ove dece, zbog mladosti. Meni ne lično moje prošlo, ali zaista mi je žao te dece. I moje i tuđe, svačije, naše.
Rešenje je da u budućnosti budu kažnjeni oni koji treba da budu kažnjeni, da se otkrije ko je ovo naredio, ko je naredio da se brutalno biju deca na ulicama Valjeva. I treba da se konačno dođe do toga da svi odgovaramo za ono što smo učinili i da zaboravimo na nekažnjivost.
Ali nema odustajanja, ne smemo da odustanemo, jer odustajanje bi značilo da pristajemo na takvo ponašanje, a takvo ponašanje državnih institucija ili odsustvo ikakve reakcije institucija je nedopustivo.
Now we move on to space news. SpaceX successfully launched a new batch of 24 Starlink satellites into orbit using a two-stage Falcon 9 rocket. The rocket lifted off from the Vandenberg Space Force Base in California, and after stage separation, the first stage landed safely on the "Of Course I Still Love You" drone ship in the Pacific Ocean. This success followed another SpaceX launch just the day before. On February 13, a rocket from Cape Canaveral sent a crew set of 4 astronauts to the International Space Station for an 8-month science mission in microgravity, including 2 U.S. NASA astronauts, a French astronaut and a Russian cosmonaut. That's all we have time for. Keep watching NewsX World for more news updates from around the world.